You hear me out, right? I keep telling these street bitches that I am y'all karma. Okay? I do this shit professional now with this boxing, but I was a hell of a street fighter. Still is. And I be so confused when a street fighter bitch come think she about to press me or say anything to me. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. You know where I live at? The gym. And any street bitch ever thinks she gonna do anything with me, she delusional. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, what you did, how much time you served. I will smoke the fuck out of you. We ain't got a box. We ain't got a box. You wanna get on the mat, you wanna street fight, whatever you wanna do. You're not gonna do nothing with me. Girl, I'm a known killer. The fuck is you talking about? Keep telling these girls, I'm not one of them. Play with somebody else of your own motherfucking kind, bitch. Quit playing with me. I'm a champ for real.
Alright, get ready because the attention around Claressa Shields is once again all over the internet, and the discussion has moved far beyond boxing itself. What should have been simple sports talk has turned into a wave of online drama, with critics and social media users focusing more on her personal life than her achievements in the ring. Many people argue that the ongoing controversy has now completely overshadowed her career moments, especially because fans have been waiting for clear updates about upcoming fights that never seem to fully arrive. Over the past few months, supporters were repeatedly told that big boxing news was coming soon, especially after a wrestling-related appearance where a major announcement was teased. Later, during several live streams, she and her team continued to suggest that something important was on the way, asking fans to stay patient and promising that details would be revealed soon. However, every expected deadline passed without any official confirmation, which slowly built frustration among viewers. The situation escalated again after a recent public appearance where she once more hinted that fight news was close, even stating afterward that an announcement would come by Wednesday. She admitted she could not share opponent details or locations, but the expectation was already set. When Wednesday came and went without any update, the reaction online was immediate, with people questioning what was really happening and why repeated promises were not being fulfilled. Critics started saying that disappointment was becoming predictable because nothing concrete had ever been officially confirmed in the first place. At the same time, the conversation shifted back to personal rumors involving her alleged relationship with a married man, which many believe has affected her public reputation. Some online discussions even brought up claims about private messages where concerns were supposedly expressed about negative publicity and how it could impact future opportunities. This created even more debate, especially among observers who pointed out what they saw as contradictions between public confidence and private worry. According to them, if someone is comfortable with public attention, then concern about backlash would not suddenly become such a major issue. As this debate continued, older social media posts, screenshots, and timelines began resurfacing, with users trying to piece together when certain connections may have started and how relationships developed over time. Some commentators even claimed they had receipts, suggesting a different timeline than what the public was originally told, although none of these claims have been verified. Still, the speculation only grew stronger, pulling attention further away from sports and deeper into rumor-based discussion. Instead of focusing on championships, training, or upcoming matches, the online space became filled with debates about relationships, misunderstandings, and inconsistencies in past statements. For many viewers, the real story was no longer about what happens inside the boxing ring, but everything happening outside of it. Some critics also suggested that certain connections may not have appeared suddenly, but instead developed over a longer period, pointing to old interviews, interactions, and public appearances as supposed clues. They argue that building close friendships within entertainment circles can sometimes lead to deeper involvement, though these ideas remain speculative and widely debated. Because of this, past comments and appearances are being re-examined repeatedly, with people trying to connect different moments into one clear narrative. At the same time, others reject these interpretations and say the situation is being exaggerated by online commentary. The debate has split audiences, with one side believing there are hidden details and the other side saying it is just unnecessary gossip. Meanwhile, another moment added to the online buzz when Remy appeared during a New York celebration event that focused on music, energy, and hometown pride. She was seen enjoying herself, laughing with others, and appearing relaxed, which quickly became another talking point on social media. As always, comparisons began to surface between different public figures, with some users claiming that whenever certain athletes or entertainers receive attention, controversy seems to follow shortly after. Whether fair or not, this idea has become a recurring theme in online discussions. Around the same time, older incidents were also brought back into conversation, including claims about missed commitments during a holiday weekend and a last-minute trip that some people questioned. Critics suggested that priorities may have been misplaced, while supporters argued that the situation was being unfairly judged without full context. Like everything else in this story, opinions were divided, and every detail was analyzed closely under constant online scrutiny. Even unrelated mentions involving friends, birthdays, and social gatherings became part of the broader conversation, with users trying to interpret casual moments as if they carried hidden meaning. In the end, what started as boxing-related attention has turned into a much larger and more complicated internet debate, filled with speculation, criticism, and constant re-examination of past events. And for now, it does not look like the discussion around Claressa Shields and the surrounding drama is going to calm down anytime soon.
You hear me out, right? I keep telling these street bitches that I am y'all karma. Okay? I do this shit professional now with this boxing, but I was a hell of a street fighter. Still is. And I'd be so confused when a street fighter bitch come thinking she about to press me or say anything to me. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. You know where I live at? The gym. And any street bitch ever thinks she gonna do anything with me, she delusional. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is, what you did, how much time you served. I will smoke the fuck out of you. We ain't got a box. We ain't got a box. You wanna get on the mat, you wanna street fight, whatever you wanna do. You're not gonna do nothing with me. Girl, I'm a known killer. Fuck you talking about? Keep telling these girls, I'm not one of them. Play with somebody else of your own motherfucking kind, bitch. Quit playing with me. I'm a champ for real.
According to online discussions, Neil has also been pulled into the situation that is already surrounded by heavy public attention. Reports circulating on social media suggest that he took Pap to Rabba for Ray's birthday, allegedly trying to avoid any awkward or unwanted situations during the celebration. Some people online describe his actions as careful planning, especially since he often shares birthday posts on Instagram or sometimes even appears in person to show support. However, as the conversation continues, it is clear that the entire matter has grown far beyond a simple birthday moment. Many voices online now say everything has spiraled in a direction nobody expected, and even those involved seem surprised by how fast things escalated. At the same time, there are emotional claims being shared where someone appears to express regret, saying the situation got out of control and that things were better in the past. In those comments, there is a sense of frustration and disappointment, with references to how relationships once felt stable and supported, often described as black love, and positive energy that has now changed. Critics online argue that attempts to keep Pap away from New York are being seen as a strategy, but in their view, it is not working at all and has instead made the situation worse. Because of this, some observers say that Remy Ma is currently focused on enjoying her life and continuing her career, including appearances at major New York celebrations such as events connected to the Knicks parade. They describe her as present, active, and moving forward without being affected by the ongoing noise. Meanwhile, online commentators continue to build different interpretations of the situation involving Claressa Shields, Remy Ma, and Pap. Some claim that Claressa initially built a friendship with Remy, but later created tension, although these claims remain part of internet speculation and are not confirmed. Critics argue that this is not the first time similar patterns have been suggested, saying that she becomes close to people, then the relationship dynamics change, leading to public disagreement and online debate. After that, according to these critics, the narrative often shifts toward her being portrayed as a victim, while others believe the situation looks very different when examined through screenshots, timelines, and public posts shared on social media. There are also claims that when criticism increases, the response becomes more defensive or confrontational online, although these are only opinions shared by observers, not verified facts. A major point of discussion is why similar attention is not given to Pap in the same way, and this is where online users introduce more arguments about his role in the situation. Some critics also bring up what they describe as a male side of the story, claiming that Pap's actions are also part of the larger controversy. In online discussions, there are allegations about luxury items and financial expectations being involved, with claims that he may have received expensive gifts such as designer items. Others argue that there are attempts to maintain a lifestyle that may not be realistically supported, and some even suggest that there were efforts to connect him with opportunities in boxing despite him not having a professional background in the sport. These points are heavily debated online, and many people question whether such claims are fair or accurate. At the same time, discussions continue about how criticism is directed toward influencers or commentators, with some people asking why certain individuals are targeted while others are not held to the same level of scrutiny. Because of all this, online observers describe the situation as messy and confusing,